Hey, what's going on, guys? XD here, back again with another video. Now today I am so excited because I want to make sure I give you the best way to make chords. I know I'm not all about music theory and sound design and all that. I always try and find a hack and a way to kind of achieve that same thing that you can achieve through knowing music theory. But today I'm going to show you how anyone can easily make chords in FL Studio and be able to play them. So I'm going to play you something I've made, and I'm going to make it again step by step as we go, and showing you how exactly I made the certain sounds. Okay, so now let me play it. Just take a listen, a close listen, and then I'm going to make everything from scratch again, and you can see how easy it was for me to make this. Let me play this track quick. Okay, so it's just a basic loop, but it sounds beautiful. The chords sound really nice, really lush, and those stabs as well, they sound really good. You can see them down there. So I'm gonna delete all of this and clear out all these patterns, and I'm gonna make all of this from the beginning. It might sound a bit different, but you're gonna see it's gonna be basically the same thing. So I'm just gonna delete all of this just to make sure that it's all empty. Then all this, I'll just delete it, copy, paste, boom, it's gone. And then the bass is gone. I'm just gonna make sure I keep all the sounds. Okay, now all our patterns are empty. Okay, now first what we wanna do is go inside the piano roll with our hypersonic. Now you can use whatever EP that you like. If you have ease keys, that is fine. If you wanna use the Rhodes in FL keys, that is still fine. I'm using hypersonic, the preset in electric piano is called Soft Vintage. I like the way that piano sounds, so that's this one. And by the way, I am actually using my computer keyboard. That's the one I'm using. I'm not using any MIDI keyboard. So what I want you to notice is I'm just gonna make you see the keys that I'll be playing. So on your computer keyboard, if you have layout on piano over here, if you allow your computer keyboard to play notes, I want you to press Z, C, B, M, and full stop or period. So these are the keys that make the chord that we want to make. So if I press them all together, they sound like this. And that is a chord. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put all of them in like this. Put the next one at C, and put in B, and put in M, and put in period. There we go. Then I'll stretch them out like this, and then I'll just copy them over again. Then what I want to do is play that back. Okay, now next we're gonna press X, V, N, comma, and that slash, or how does it come out? Yeah. So now I'm gonna fill those in. We have X over here, and we have F4, and we have N, and we have the comma, and we have the question mark. Okay, there we go. So that's our next chord. Very, very simple. So if I press all of these together, they sound like this. Okay, so this is the first one, and then the second one. Easy. So if I play all of this together, it sounds like this. Very easy. And if you notice, in FL Studio, it actually tells you what chord it is over here in the corner. If you just look over here in the corner, you'll see it says C major. So that is the chords that we're playing, the key that we're playing in. So let's throw those in our playlist and make sure that they are there. Now we want to make these chords sound much better. What we're gonna do is we're gonna press Alt S. So what Alt S is gonna do is bring out Strummizer. Strummizer will allow us to strum. I'll just reset everything so that you see it looking the same as it would come out by default. So that's how it looks by default. Everything is still the same. So what we want to do is we want to give it a strum effect. We want to make those notes strum. So we're just going to make them slide a bit, and then we're going to play and see how it sounds. Maybe let's just put it to 6 o'clock. But that's too slow. Let's rather put them on maybe around 5 o'clock. Perfect. But now we don't want the ends, like these tails, to keep playing, because you see here it's going over our bar. So we can lower the strength. You see here where it says time, we lower that strength over here. So we're just gonna lower that, and then we play it again. Now it sounds much better. So you can play around with the velocity if you want to, so that the notes can kind of have a fade in velocity, like what I'm doing right now. I'm just gonna pull this up so that you can see what I'm doing down here with the velocity. Okay, that's time. There we go. So all the velocity was up here, the same. So now I'm just gonna mess with it so that it kind of has a fade. I can also play around with the tension. That sounds beautiful. Then I'll press accept, and then there we go. There we have some really great sounding lush chords. Great. Okay, now we have this. Now let's add some drums. We'll just make another pattern and then load some drums. I'll just add simple drums. A clap over there, and then some hats. Then I'm just going to add that tambourine just to accompany the clap. Simple beat. So now you can see we have our chords sounding great, and we have our drums. Now we're going to add that bass line, and we're just going to add the bass line in short notes. We're just going to follow the ghost notes of the chords that we already have. Okay, there we go. I'm going to copy that over, and then I'm going to copy both of these and put them on this, line over here. You see this note over here? That's where I'm going to put the other ones, and it's still the same steps. Then maybe at the end here I can make it a bit different, just to give it a little bit of variation. There we go. Simple. Now next we go to the other sound that we have, which is this sound over here. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to use those ghost notes again, but now we're going to be making stabs. So we're just going to follow that. Okay, there we go. Short notes. Let's see if we can make something interesting out of these chords. There we go. That sounds good. That's fine. So now we just copy these over. Whoops. Let's copy them over. Come on. There we go. Now the second part, we just do the same thing we did. Let's follow the ghost notes. There we go. just loop this part. Take these. Copy that over. There we go. Now copy the rest over. And that's it. There we go. And that's it. You see how easy that was in, I mean, how long was it? In less than 10 minutes. In less than 10 minutes, you were able to actually make this. So if you follow me step by step, you can actually make the same thing. Remember, you don't need to have a MIDI keyboard to make nice chords. You have your own computer keyboard that you can use, and that's basically it. But the key is also using the strum function that you can find in FL Studio to make the chord sound much more interesting. So remember, to get the strum function, you have to press Alt and S. Alt S, then you get the strummizer. That's how you can make anything strum, no matter what it is. It's not just pianos that can strum. You can strum any other sound, anything that you feel like you want to add a strum, but that's it. So use ghost notes and use this technique. I promise you, all the time, all your chords will be the best. So I hope you find this useful. If you find this very useful, leave a like down below. I want to know how you make your stuff strum. Do you do strumming by drawing every note into the piano roll? I want to know how you do it if you make your chords strum. Let me know down in the comments. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe so you don't miss out on future content. Click on the bell icon. I'm going to check you out in my next video. I'm X and I'm out. Peace.